we've been talking about that new research from the University of Limerick. It has found there is no academic advantage to attending single-sex schools, because the line was always thrown out, based on fact, to be fair, that girls in single-sex schools do better academically.
And that is the raw data.
That is the raw data. But what they're saying is, once you take account of socioeconomic factors, they don't do any better. And their conclusion is there is no academic advantage to attending single-sex schools. I was making the argument in the last hour. I don't understand the argument for segregating kids at primary school, particularly at primary school, but also at secondary school. We're not segregated in any other aspect of life. Why would we be segregating boys and girls in school? I think the idea is you get both genders really comfortable with each other. I think that's far healthier. I think it's far more progressive. And I would go further. I think in the next 15 years, we had Éireann making the same point on from Labour. I think the next 15 years, I think the government should decree that all schools should become co-education. I think the days of single-sex school should be numbered.
I am a product of co-education, if that's the thing. I went to a mixed school, both primary and secondary, and I liked it. 3 out of my 4 kids went to mixed schools, and I like it. I do prefer the mixed school thing, but I think parents, particularly in Ireland, have an emotional attachment very often to schools, a traditional attachment to schools, and they like choice. So I don't know if I would go as far as getting rid of it all together. Although I think how my school changed, my school that I went to, which was mixed, had previously been a girls' school, and I think they just started to take intakes of boys, and that's how it became.
As has happened to my school. Mine was single ed. It's now.
When you were there,
I went back to do a prize giving about 3 or 4 years ago, and it was just lovely to see girls in the school as well.
I do agree with you that it is more natural. I think that it's good for people learning to be comfortable with each other. I think it's also good for girls actually to learn how to compete with boys, because they'll be competing with them for the rest of their lives, and if they do it in school, I think it probably gets off to a good start. And I think it fundamentally is a good thing. But I would balk slightly at us banning single-sex schools in some way, because I think schools, traditional schools, it's okay that they exist and people do have an attachment to them.